This is a HeadGum podcast.
Gather round! I like that! Yeah!
Yes! Mess around.
Mess around!
That's what I'm talking about. All day. All night. Look at that.
They messing around.
Hello.
Jesus, Hannah. I was trying to take a nap, and here you are with this loud-ass... Wow, Hannah.
Hello.
Oh, my gosh.
I realize so much of how I speak sometimes is inspired by Heidi Klum when she was hosting Project Runway. She'd walk up and she'd be like, hello. Hello.
You're inspired by Heidi Klum?
Yeah.
That
I thought
is
her
one-
voice was so cute on Project Runway, and sometimes I find myself speaking like her.
What you think she's doing right now, Heidi Klum?
I don't know, looking gorgeous.
Besides her looks, Hannah, she's a human being, all right?
Looking gorgeous. She's like a super mama. She's like got a bunch of babies. She's like she's an institution, Heidi Klum.
I met her once.
Did you?
Yeah, back in the day when she was with Seal.
Really?
Yeah, man.
Wow.
It's a funny story.
She was known for like epic Halloween costumes.
Have you seen her
right?
last one? Her last one looked insane. I don't know why she does
No,
that.
I saw the one where she was like a big slug or something.
Yeah, stuff
That was
like
the
that.
crazy one where she was. You're like, what?
That's
That's how you know you're like the hottest woman in the world.
She's got crazier though. She's got some stuff that's not. Let me look this up.
Yeah,
Heidi,
she's that hot. She can be like the craziest thing ever because she knows. She's walking around being beautiful.
I just googled Heidi Klum's latest Halloween costume.
And
It's some of the wildest stuff you'd ever seen in your life.
yeah,
She is. I mean,
I love that she loves that though.
she is. What is this? Like a Medusa? Hold on. Let me.
You gonna show me?
I'm gonna. I can't. How can I show you in this?
Medusa.
It is crazy. Can I just add it to this to the chat? I don't know.
I don't know.
Can I add an image? Probably not. Anyway, just look it up. Heidi Klum as Medusa. It is one of the weirdest, most elaborate. That thing has got to cost easily. I don't know how much that cost to make.
How rich is Heidi Klum?
Extremely.
Yeah, she must be.
She's the GOAT. Heidi Klum is the GOAT.
Whoa! I just saw it. Ooh, that's like creepy. That's like forgetting Medusa. That's like the darkest Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Anyway, folks. We
Do
are-
the right thing. This is the Spike Lee episode.
Oh my gosh, we are.
You know that I
here.
was in a Spike Lee movie because he saw New Girl on the plane, and then landed in L.A. and was like, "Where's that girl from New Girl?" And then I got a role, and
Yeah, you were like a newscaster or something.
yeah, on Old Boy. I went down to New Orleans for like the day, and I have one line in Old Boy.
Really? That's right. I think I remember that. So Spike Lee. So let me ask you this.
Yeah.
In that, like, did you have a good relationship with Spike? Or was it like a, hey, I saw you on this thing and I thought, great, let's put her in this thing.
I auditioned. He had me read for, I think, 2 different roles. Mm-hmm. He had me read, and it was really interesting. He really wanted you to like bring your whole own perspective to the character, even if it was a tiny bit character, which is what I was doing in that movie. So it was sort of like, okay, forget what's on the page. Like, let's just do the scene and be the person, which was really interesting. That was his process. And I got there, and I think my scene is one of the first scenes in the movie, and I guess they were trying to primarily shoot it in order. So I was there before the movie started.
Yeah.
And so I got to like meet the cast as they were all meeting each other. And I remember going to Elizabeth Olsen's apartment that she was renting, and she was baking cookies, I think, for everybody. She was so sweet.
Oh.
I love how this episode is called The Right Thing, and now we're into Hannah's Spike Lee stories.
Spike Lee never called me. He saw the same New Girl that we saw. And
He didn't call you to be an old boy?
none of his movies. And that's okay, Spike. That's okay. I'm not your cup of tea. I'll just take my awards and go home. Spike Lee.
Spike, call Lamorne.
No, I don't want him to call me. It's all good. I don't want him to. Anyway, this is episode 19, The Right Thing, written by Matt Fussfeld and Alex Cuthbertson, directed by Aaron O'Malley. Now, this episode is interesting because it's starring NFL superstar J.J. Watt as himself. And apparently, he was a longtime fan of the show. We also got Nora Dunn as Louise Schmidt. Now let's talk a little bit about J.J. Watt being a fan of the show. What was interesting about it is that we've had multiple people. Here's the thing: I'm a fan of certain shows, but I never get brought on just because I'm a fan of the show.
Have you written a letter and said I'm a huge fan of your show? If there's any way I can be a part of it,
I've maybe something similar.
I will say, I can't say what it is because it's a surprise. But for a long time, I've been a fan of a show creator. They created a new show. And I have every show they've done, I've always messaged them and been like, I'm a huge fan. You've knocked it out of the park again. Another huge hit. This is incredible. And last week, they called and they were like, would you like to cameo?
Ooh.
In our new show. And I was like, it worked.
And you're going to tell me who?
You got to be persistent as a fan of the creators that you love.
Are you going to tell me who?
No. I'll tell you
me?
privately, but I won't tell you on this because it would ruin it for the show. It's a surprise.
Hannah, this show is edited.
No, I can't. I can't say it. I won't. I can't. I won't compromise it on a recorded device.
Okay.
I'm so scared.
Text me. I want to know.
I will. I'll tell you.
The
worst. Yeah. Okay. All right. So here. So J.J. Watt apparently was a fan, and he, I guess, contacted
Clayton Kershaw, same thing, fan.
Same thing.
Prince, fan of the show.
Fan. Do you know who was a huge fan of the show and never was on it though, but stopped me multiple times and is like, I'm obsessed?
Michael Jackson.
Charlize Theron.
Charlize Theron is a fan of the show?
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
I remember meeting her at an event and she was a huge fan. She said, I'm a huge fan of New Girl.
Oh my God. I heard that same thing about Emma Stone.
Really?
Yeah.
See?
Nasim told me that. Nasim said she ran into her and she was talking about a lot of people. Saoirse Ronan told me she based her relationship on Winston and Allie.
What?
Yeah.
All right, yeah. JJ. So JJ made the call, got on the show. Nora Dunn, an icon. I mean, SNL. Hello.
Ding-a-ling. Who are you calling a ding-a-ling? You. Okay.
I mean, she's so funny in this.
She's also perfect casting as Schmidt's mom, and their chemistry between Max and Nora was phenomenal.
Even between Nora and Jake, about how Jake does it. She's she's convinced Jake wants to sleep with her.
I love how we've been talking for about 30 minutes now. It feels like, and we haven't even recapped the episode. Can you?
Okay, let's just recap it. Okay,
let's go.
Okay. So what do you do if you find out someone you're barely dated just died? If you're Jessica Day, you decide the right thing to do is attend their memorial and drag two friends along with you, and then commit to a bit that involves singing with NFL star J.J. Watt. Now, over in the B plot, Nick convinces Schmidt to invest in a small share of the bar, but coming up with the money is another thing. Enter Schmidt's mom, who's still holding on to his bar mitzvah cash, but convincing her to give it to him is not going to be easy.
Oh, man.
All right. Now, Jess, she has she gets a text, right?
I will say I love the big thematic issues that goes on in this episode. I love these real life situations. Mm-hmm. I love things like this. And what would you do?
What would you do?
What would you do? So Jess has a little text flirt thing going on with Coach's gym buddy, Pete. She thinks she's sexting him and sends, again, New Girl Genius, probably the most unsexy text, whatever, to this guy.
Yeah, it's if I don't know what I would do if someone ever sent me something like that. I definitely wouldn't save it as my background for that person. I might stop talking to that person completely. But anyway, Pete's late to pick her up for brunch. Also, he hasn't replied to these sex.
Yeah.
Is he blowing her off? Now the girls, they get a little pissed off about that because there's time to get to the bottom of this.
Yeah.
They go out, they try to figure things out, come back in. Turns out he had a good reason for not turning up.
Best reason.
He did.
Yeah. The best and the worst reason.
Yeah, that boy died.
That boy is dead.
I've thought about that before. If a girl didn't text me back, this happened with Zoe Kravitz. So one time she didn't text me back. She ended up texting me back, but she didn't text me back in a reasonable time. And I was like, damn, she must have died.
It's the only logical solution.
Yeah, she just didn't feel like texting me back.
Are we going to talk about the just take a shower dance that you did?
That I it's interesting. I think about that often. There's a gift that people send around where I'm dancing out of the thing, and I forgot that it was this episode. You know, you shoot so many things, you forget exactly where it was placed. And just like most of Winston's bits, it's not placed in a place where you would assume it would be. This is they're talking about the death of someone that she knows, and he jumps out and he's talking about how he got in deep everywhere, about how clean he is.
Got in deep.
Got in deep.
That feels like you just saying that in a song that nobody told you to say that.
Yeah, I believe so. I believe that was the case.
Feels like just you being ridiculous. And they were like, we know who Winston is. This checks out. We're going to keep it.
Guess who got in deep? That's one of my, again, another song I should have got a Grammy for, but so many things.
Oh, man. So of course, Jess thinks that this is a conundrum because she really doesn't know Pete at all. But she was one of the last people to ever text him, she thinks.
Yeah.
Should she attend the memorial? Coach and Cece are like, no. And Jess thinks it's the right thing to do.
That's right. So she lays the little guilt trip for Cece. I thought you, of all people, would want to accompany your best friend to the funeral of a guy she's texted, but I guess not. I would have been like, well, you guessed right.
That's me too. I would have been like, you're correct.
I'm not
going.
Dum-dum.
I am not going. I am the hardest. I will just say this. Not saying I'm proud of it. I'm the hardest person to convince to go to like a big, important event.
Really?
Would you say that tracks? I'm just not. I'm not the person you want as your wedding date or your funeral date in real life. I'm just not that person.
Has anyone asked you to be a wedding date in recent years? That's got to be weird because you're married.
Can you imagine? I'm like, yeah, lots of people have asked me to be their date at the wedding.
What?
I remember it was actually when New Girl started. So many people I knew were getting married. And there was no way, unless I was going to go every single weekend, flying all around the world, going to weddings. And then the problem became like, well, if I can make this one wedding does work out, I'm on hiatus. Nobody really understood our schedule and how insane it was. Then I look like a jerk that I picked this one friend's wedding to go to.
Yeah.
Right. And so I remember just being like, I'm not going to any weddings. I could say, I love you. I'll send a gift or whatever the thing is, but I'm working and I can't go. And I went to 0 weddings.
Oh, wow.
0 weddings. In fact, your wedding is probably going to be the first wedding I'm going to go to.
Well, I don't know if you'll be alive by then.
I'll be in a walker.
Yeah, we're going to be old.
I'll break my no wedding thing for you. I'll come to your wedding.
Oh my gosh! When I'm 108 years old, I'm gonna decide I'm gonna marry an OnlyFans model, just OnlyFans model, and just give it all away. Just be like, you got it, big dog.
Ugly in the face, cute in the feet. You're gonna be great.
Whoa!
Have you seen these videos going around of women who are like, who who want these great Christmas gifts, but they have to buy them for themselves. And so they're like scrolling and looking, and then they just turn it to the camera and they start to move it towards their feet. And then they're like, no, I can't. And then they go back and look at the bag, and then they go back to the camera, and then they're like, no, I can't do it. That's going to be your wife.
Oh, no.
Okay.
I hope not.
I hope not. So Nick presents Schmidt with a surprise investment, the bar. Mike, of course, the incredible Ben Falcone, is selling his 10%. It's so funny. Okay, Schmidt is interested. They've got the 10K they made from the swoot, but they need another 10K. How, though? And Schmidt gets the idea that sends him into an anxiety dance because his mom is in town, and she still owes him his bar mitzvah money, which is crazy.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. Let that baby have his money.
I'm like, first of all, how much they be making that kind of money?
10K is crazy.
From bar mitzvah, from you like little kid. Anyway, it might be more than 10K. They have a number on it. It could have been more than 10K.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. I don't know.
Now at work, Winston's really trying to buddy up with his partner Allie. She's not interested. At all.
This is so sweet how Nasim plays this. She's so funny. Again, another actor. We were talking about Josh and Justin last episode. Another actor who someone could have just played this as a straightforward love interest. But Nasim creates a whole character for Allie and lets her be weird. And she has to be if she's going to be a match for Winston. If she was just
100%.
some straight ahead, normal, boring, like she played it super straight, you wouldn't have believed it.
I remember the moment when he asks her out and she says, instead of saying no, in the script it says it's like an elongated thing. She does it for like 3 seconds. And I remember the note was, hey, just go like overboard. And then the next take, that's what you saw. Just nailed it. It was just like, when I tell you, I think about that all the time because I do that to my daughter. Whenever Lily asks me for something and I know I'm going to say yes, I make sure she earns it. I'm like, and I'm literally just doing that bit that Nasim did. And it works every time. Because now my daughter does it to me. I say, Lily, you want to go? Lily, I think it's time for bed, honey. And she'll go, ooh, Let me see.
I don't know if I want to do it yet.
It's such a great bit. It's so funny, and it makes you realize, they're meant for each other.
Oh,
She's
100%.
weird. It's perfect. So we finally get to meet Schmidt's mom, played by the legendary Nora Dunn. Huge casting moment for our show.
That's right.
She brings him a sweater, a hat, some chocolat. The sweater over the sweater is crazy.
Yeah, their dynamic back and forth was insane, and it's like a extension of a mother or of an overbearing mom and son, where it's like it's an exaggerated version of it, but it's so true.
True. You believe it. You also understand Schmidt so much better. Mm-hmm. In that moment. And he's not doing a lot of the dialogue. It's all Nora, but you're watching his reaction to it. The way he looks at her, the way his body changes. It's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. And you're like, I know exactly who this guy is and why he is that way.
Oh, yeah. Well, after this whole back and forth of him acting uncomfortable and she and her being overbearing, Nick is like, don't you have something you want to ask? And he manages to ask her for the bar mitzvah money. And she says, sure, as long as you write your thank you notes. And even Nick is aghast to know that Schmidt has never sent the thank you notes. Let me tell you something I've never done. And I feel bad about this. I feel so bad about it. Actually, I don't feel bad about it, but I do feel bad about it. I'm very grateful for the people that bring gifts or send gifts to my daughter for her birthday. Very, very grateful. I don't think I've ever sent a thank you note. It's too many toys. It's too many things.
So much stuff. It's so much stuff.
You know how I say thank you if you're coming to her birthday party? By food. Feeding you.
By throwing a really great party
Yes.
for your kids.
And keeping your kids entertained for a long time.
Yeah,
letting them
by
burn
bringing
out their energy.
all the Disney princesses
Yes.
to the party that your children will remember forever. You're welcome.
I'm like, damn, I should, because like friends will be like, hey, save these cards because you have to like tell everybody thank you. I go, do I? Oh my God, this party never ends.
No, I really, there are some people that I guess from childhood have that like instilled in their bones.
Yeah.
I feel like our producer Wendy is one of those people, just raised right, who will like I go to someone's house for dinner, or they come to my house for dinner and they always write like even a thank you text, like thank you so much, it was so sweet, it's always so great to see your face, and I'm like,
Yeah.
trust me, if you're in my space with me and my family, I love you and appreciate you so much.
That's right.
I love and appreciate you so much. And real ones, I feel like no.
Oh, yeah.
That if I write you a thank you, like, oh my God, thank you so much for the thing, it means we're not that close. That's what it means. It means that I feel like you're going to think I'm not appreciative. But if you are really, how many times have you and I done like a big thank you to each other? Never.
Never.
Never, because we know.
Yeah,
We're so thankful for each
Hannah
other.
don't invite me nowhere though, y'all. So I ain't seen Hannah. I ain't seen Hannah in years.
That's true. I see every single week.
Oh,
We talk like
years.
9 times a week. Honestly, I talk to you more than probably most people in my life. It's crazy.
That's fair. That's fair.
Okay. We gotta get back to this. Okay, so Jess wrangles up her Right Thing crew, which is Coach and Cece, to go to the memorial. She says it's gonna be packed. It's gonna be fine. We're just gonna go do the right thing, and then we'll kind of disappear into the crowd. She is wrong. It is not packed. It's very, very intimate, and they arrive just in time to partake in personal story time.
Oh gosh.
About Pete. And I love how Coach is thrilled that Jess now has to really own this choice of doing the right thing. And the person that speaks right before Jess is his longtime girlfriend.
Now the girlfriend, she's too shaken up to speak. First, she announces that she's his girlfriend, and then she goes, "Oh, you know what, Jess? I'll let you go first." And Jess now she's got to backtrack a little bit and figure it out and pivot. And she says that she knows Pete from work, that they're both sports agents.
Like, so you're both a sport agent?
Which is so, oh my God.
And then Coach is delighted because there's no one that knows less about sports than Jessica Day.
Now, it's one thing for Schmidt to finally write bar mitzvah thank you letters, but remembering his guest list, that's a whole other thing.
The funniest moment, because I was like, what is Nasim doing at the spot? And then, it's so great.
And then, surprise, she's come to do a little bit of detective work. And suddenly you're in the middle of a good cop, bad cop situation, right? It's a procedural, if you will. We're looking at bar mitzvah video footage. Allie's slamming her hands on the table, screaming, "What was her name?" When Winston is going, enhance, de-hance. Now, now the pressure seems to be working. And they're making progress. Boom, he's remembering names. He's remembering details about them. And they're getting his guest list and the thank you cards together. Now, the funniest part is that everybody gets so excited when one of the names turns up to be a deceased person. It's like...
I know, you see the response.
That's so funny.
Well, it's one less letter to write, You got to take your wins.
100%.
So we go back to the memorial, and Jess is leaning into her white lie a little bit, and Cece and Coach really are uncomfortable. It is not the right thing to do. Then JJ Watt shows up.
Oh,
okay?
Yeah. Yep.
I really thought it was Watts.
Because Watts would be, a normal.
Just because I lived in LA for so long, I see
Watts.
Watt, and it's got to be Watts.
Oh,
No,
JJ
JJ
Watt.
Watt shows up. And Pete was his agent. Okay.
That's right.
And now all of a sudden, Coach has an opportunity to be friends with his like idol.
He wanted to leave,
Yeah.
but not anymore. Oh, God.
I will tell a story.
Leash, come here. She said she's here. She said, I told her to come here, and she's saying no.
She's like, no, thank you.
Come on, what are you doing?
Look at the look. She's like, I don't trust you people.
This is not. Just say hi.
I'm here, I'm right here.
No, go say hi. You'll see when you get here. Don't be weird. I ain't got all day. I'm just telling you to come say hello.
Her. The traitor. Wait, I look insane. I have my hair wrapped up.
You look like
I look like a
like they found you on the Underground Railroad.
very much so. Still looking for freedom.
Here's what I will tell you, and I feel like Damon would be okay with me sharing this story. Damon was genuinely excited to meet JJ Watt. I think a lot of people on our set were genuinely excited. And I remember Damon asking JJ Watt what he eats for breakfast. Were you there?
No.
I don't think you were there. And he asked JJ Watt what he ate for breakfast. And JJ told him. And it was something wild. It was like something wild. It was something, I don't know, like this many eggs and this bacon and this pancake, whatever. It was like this crazy list. And then JJ, who's the nicest person, so funny, up for anything. And then I think Damon and I had to be outside of the door or something, whatever. We had to step away. And I remember Damon being like, all I can think about is the size of his shits. He just heard about that much eggs and coffee, and he just was like, it's all I could think about. They've got to be huge. And I was like, damn it.
That's funny. And
Yeah, I
that's
remember
Damon.
that. And unfortunately, because I don't watch football, I didn't really understand how huge JJ Watt was. Like, I didn't know anything. And it's not like I've watched football. So my only thought now when I see JJ Watt is that because of Damon.
Yeah, that's terrible.
It's terrible.
Yeah,
But
that's
I'm telling you, it was Damon, I think, just trying to make me laugh, probably.
Well, JJ Watt is no Jax McTavish. I tell you that much. He's no Jax McTavish.
All right. Okay. All right. I don't know if we can put that in because I don't know, but it truly did make me laugh. And I remember Damon being genuinely like, whoa. Okay. So, Schmidt reviews his thank you card work with his mom, and she just picks every detail apart and tells him to do it better.
That's right.
And he storms off.
Pissed. And now Jess and Coach have totally taken over Pete's memorial with the tomfoolery. Someone mentions that Pete's girlfriend should have his phone, right? It's like all the memories and stuff like that. You should really have his phone and hold on to all of that. And this is when Jess and Coach lock eyes. They got to go get to that phone before the girlfriend does because she can't see that sext. So they go in there. And they're looking, and all of a sudden, boom, JJ Watt comes in there too.
In the garage.
In the garage. And his secret is that he fired Pete right before he died. He wasn't going to come to that memorial. He didn't give a damn. But he needed to get to that phone so he can delete that text. Now they're in it together. And that's when the girlfriend walks in. And she's like, what are you guys doing in here? And that's when they just start, they say they were in there singing about sports, foods. And I don't know why. She's like, could you sing it for me?
Could you help me heal through? And this is what I will say. JJ was incredible. He is such a trooper. He didn't care. He fully committed to the bit. He was so silly and up for everything and anything. And it works. It only works because he surrendered to the comedy of the whole thing and was awesome.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Now, after some successful bar mitzvah guest list detective work, Winston tries to parlay that into a beer with Allie, and Allie, surprise, not interested. Now, Nick sits down with Schmidt to say, I think you have some pent-up resentment towards your mom. She's trying to control you. She treats you like a little baby who can't do anything for himself. And Schmidt says, yeah, that's why I never wrote the thank you cards in the first place. So Nick lets him know you should go and you should have this conversation with her yourself. So he mans up and he does that.
She has rearranged the loft.
The whole
By
loft.
the way, she's not that wrong.
She's not wrong.
It was kind of nice how she opened up the space. But yeah, she's taken over in a way that she's crossed all the boundaries.
I didn't like it. 'Cause you can't have a couch right up against the window.
It is true. It's a bit weird, but I understand haven't you ever done that before? Just to flip your furniture around for fun, just to see how it looks in different spots?
No.
Maybe this is a female thing. I have done this
what am I,
before.
animal?
Just flipped all my furniture around for no reason.
Like a
You know
monster?
something's going on though when you just see a woman by herself just like hauling a couch.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
just
She
come
going through a
back
breakup.
later.
She going through a breakup.
Come back later.
So let's sit on the couch. She isn't particularly open to hearing what he's saying, and when Nick tries to help, she tells him that Schmidt should get better friends, right? And she suggests a specific person that is in town. A friend's son just moved to L.A. and he's written a movie. You should be friends with him. And Schmidt can't take this anymore. Right? He's like, enough. And he goes off on his mom. You know, you can't tell me what to do. You can't, this is my life, et cetera, et cetera. Nick's my best friend, and they are going to buy the bar with or without any of her help. Now, bravo for him. Now, back at the memorial, Jess and Coach, they're still singing. They're still singing songs about sports and tacos and hot dogs and peanuts. And finally, the girlfriend goes back in the house and Jess gets the idea, you know what, let's just call it. And when they call it, the phone's in the room with everybody. The girlfriend already has the phone. Jess's caller ID, the photo that he has on his phone for Jess is the sext. It's the unflattering sext. So now Jess
She
is
gets caught out in her lie.
Yeah, 100%.
Crazy thing to go to the funeral, to lie about who you are, to get in. Just leave. At a certain point, leave. Walk out the door. It's inevitable that's going to blow up in your face, and it blows up in her face.
100%.
Cece is
Now,
out.
this is my favorite. This is my favorite part. This is my
What?
favorite. This next part.
The
this,
mani-pedi bit.
This is my
between
favorite part of the
Nora and
episode.
myself.
It's my favorite part of the episode because it's such a movie moment where you're like, I'm in my mind. I'm like, just tell her who you are. It'd be such a cool like. It never happens, and it makes me.
They don't know who each other is.
Even at the end, when you say, "I'm sad I missed her," you didn't. You gave her great advice, actually.
Yeah, it's really sweet. I remember shooting this moment, and it actually was really sweet because it wasn't any big comedy moment, right? It's like, this is the thing with New Girl. There are these genuine moments of heart that happen, and that's just a genuine conversation of two women who love the same man, right? Struggling with their relationship and where they stand with him.
Exactly.
And it's beautifully put together that they don't know, that
I
they
have no
don't
idea.
have this big awareness. And they're both speaking to a stranger from their hearts. I love it.
Brilliant. Brilliante.
So Cece's getting a mani-pedi and she sighs out loud. After a day like today, I really needed this. And then we see Nora Dunn. She goes, me too. What happened? I know you're talking to yourself, but now you're talking to a stranger. Get over it. And Schmidt's mom tells Cece her son just told her he's tired of babying him, of her babying him. And Cece says, well, maybe you got to let go a little. And she's like, yep. The mom's like, you're a genius. And she goes, you want to see a photo of him? And Cece goes, no, I'm in love with my ex. And she's having her own epiphany. And I love those things where people are talking past each other.
Yep.
It is like a very movie moment. You don't see
Yeah.
that often in TV, but it's really sweet that they kind of let that happen and sit and gave it the time in the show. It's really sweet. Okay, so Coach Jess and Winston are now sulking at the bar. Mike brings Winston a beer from that sixth grader over there, Allie.
Oh, yeah. Allie says, look, I just want to explain. I hung out a lot with my last partner, and we got close, and he fell in love with me. I don't want that to happen again. This is one of my favorite lines. I was like, damn, you conceited. Don't nobody want your babies? Which is great. And then she proceeds to chug the entire beer. Which is shocking. That's not how Nasim. I hang out with Nasim quite often, and she only drinks Aperol spritzes.
Oh,
Yeah, she's not a beer
Delicious.
drinker. She's not a beer drinker. She's very fancy.
very fancy.
Very fancy. Loves her Aperol spritz with her special soft ice. She loves soft ice. Yeah. So now Nick and Schmidt tell Mike they want to buy his share of the bar. They don't have the money yet, but they're the right guys.
Okay, now
And
this line, please. Schmidt's mom shows up at the bar and says,
I met a Mexican woman at the nail salon. Yeah.
She means me, y'all. She means me.
Yeah, my God.
But she got the lesson because she says, she made me realize I need to let go. You're a man and you deserve your bar mitzvah money.
That's right. So voila. Schmidt and Nick officially made the offer to Mike and become part bar owners.
Huge moment in the story.
Yeah. And there's a reason why I like this episode is because I want to own a bar. I want to own a bar. If there's
Really?
any
For real life?
For real life. I've always wanted to do it. I just know how fickle that business can be and how it might not be a great opportunity financially. It might not be great financially.
They're never great financially.
They're never great. But some of them are. Some people do have crazy amounts of success in that field. And I don't know. I have a friend.
I remember when Goal opened up near my old apartment.
Mm-hmm.
And it was with a bunch of actors, like 3 actors,
I like
right?
DiCaprio and...
DiCaprio, the guy from Entourage.
Yep. Not Adrian Grenier, but
No.
There's other buddy. I forget. Who plays E. He plays E on Entourage. I'm not forgetting his name. But yeah.
There was a bunch of people I remember, and that was packed
Yeah.
all the time, but I don't know if they made money.
I have a buddy, AJ, who owns a lot of bars, restaurants, coffee shops. I'm going to call him.
And? You're going to call him and ask?
Yeah, he's a success.
All right, well.
Wildly
Get
successful.
in financial bed with him. Well,
I
now we've
know.
solved that problem, you guys. Now Lamorne's a bar owner. I remember when my mom bought part of a nightclub on our little Greek island.
What?
It was called Ekrixi,
Your mom bought part of a nightclub?
which means explosion.
Ooh, but people just in there exploding everywhere?
It didn't last very long.
Yeah, very sticky bar. Anyway,
It actually was.
oh God.
It actually was. Banana liqueur shots, anyone? Okay. It was so crazy. This was an interesting episode. I feel like they were trying to do a lot with story in this episode, right? They had to do something. They're really trying to get Cece back on board with Schmidt. I love this little family connection. I love Jess realizing that doing the right thing isn't often the public facing thing where you kind of get everybody telling you like you're so great for doing it. It's also knowing when to not show up.
Yeah, that's the most important part. Knowing not to.
Knowing to not show up. You're not welcome here.
Yeah. Let me see. I don't. You know what's interesting about this episode? I guess it's just the dance. That's the one thing I remember about it.
The dance?
The shower dance.
Yeah, it's iconic. It's funny, certain moments that happen in episodes that maybe aren't like the biggest, most beloved episodes. They're just a normal New Girl episode, but can have moments that become so recognizable.
And Nasim. And Nasim saying, no. Yeah. That's one thing I definitely remember.
It's a big relationship episode if you think about it. It's like a lot between, you learn a lot about Schmidt and his mother and about who he is. You see that there is an underlying natural organic love between his mom and Cece, which is really sweet to see. Then you see, now they're starting to lay the groundwork for Winnie and Allie. There's a lot that like happens. The boys become owners of the bar, part owners of the bar. There's a lot of like big series stuff that happens, which is hard to do. It's hard to do all of that when you're also just trying to make a super funny episode. So they had a lot of heavy lifting to do in this episode.
Oh, 100%. Hi, Hannah and Lamorne. Thank you so much for the podcast. I'm an OG New Girl fan, and I've been watching since day one, and I still rewatch it regularly. Listening to your podcast as I revisit the episodes has been such a treat. I love all the behind-the-scenes insight and the fun energy you both bring. Sometimes I get ahead of the episodes because I just can't help myself. My friend, who totally gets my New Girl obsession, helped plan our own sightseeing tour in Los Angeles. We started at the exterior location of the loft, then visited the bar used for the outside shots. We ended our day with drinks and dinner at The Prince. I even made a playlist of songs featured on New Girl for our drive from Orange County to make it extra special. Thanks again for keeping the New Girl magic alive. You've made my rewatch experience even better. With joy, Lisa. That's awesome.
Can I tell you, I remember two things. So I remember, like, in New York, you can take a Sex in the City tour, right? Where
Really?
you get on like a bus. Yeah. And they'll take you around like all the shooting locations and where iconic scenes took place. And I remember Liz sharing that I think they suggested for the show to be set in New York. It just seemed like all of those kind of ensemble, friend, 20-something comedies were always just set in New York in that era of TV. It was just familiar for people. They liked it.
Yeah.
And somebody told her, maybe it was her idea. I just remember her sharing that it was like, no, even though it'll feel a little weird for people initially, set it in LA because it'll make shooting your exteriors. You're on the street, it's palm trees everywhere in the back, like shooting on the street. Yeah, everything. It'll make it a lot easier because you're not always trying to fake it for New York and trying to find those streets and get, those trees out of the background or whatever. And so she did. And because of that, I think it's really sweet. This is not the first time, Lisa, like I've heard someone doing that where they kind of have created their own New Girl tour.
Yeah.
Because you can go to all those locations. And we shot a lot in and around LA. Like a lot.
Oh, yeah. I wonder if they went to the beach that we went to a lot in Santa Monica.
Yeah, we shot at that beach in Marina Del Rey.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We used that beach there. I will say this is something if you're putting a little tour together, not in any episode, but we did do a wrap party at the Peterson Automotive Museum.
Oh, yes.
Yes,
we did.
Prince showed up at.
Prince was there, but you weren't
So if you
there.
want to go somewhere that
you
ties
weren't there
in
when Prince got there.
No, I left.
I was there. And one of the coolest moments of my life is he walks up to me and he goes, "Hi, Lamorne." I turned around. He was surrounded by his goons. They had these little strobe things that would block you from taking photos because people were trying to take pics, and his security would like blur out the picture so no one could get a clear picture.
I got a lot of messages, and they're like, "You need to come back. Prince is here, and he's
looking for
asking where you are."
His private jet is on top of the automotive center.
And I was like, "Oh, I'm at home watching Seinfeld reruns. I'm not coming back."
Yeah, Hannah was too good for the New Girl rap party.
I was there. I was at the rap party, and then I left, and then he showed up, and then I was like home in my jammies watching Seinfeld, eating like takeout. I was very happy.
Anyway, we love you, Lisa. Thank you, Lisa, and thank you to the fans.
Go to the Peterson.
Thank you to all the fans for your New Girl experiences. We appreciate you having them and sharing them with us, and thank you for listening. So we will be back next week, episode 420, an episode that I wrote called Par 5. And be sure to follow us on IG and TikTok at The Mess Around Pod. Subscribe to The Mess Around Pod on YouTube. Hit the notification bell, all those fun things. Leave comments. All that stuff helps us. You can send your questions to themessaroundpod@gmail.com. That's themessaroundpod@gmail.com. And also, bam, Patreon. All the insights. This is where you become a part of the show. This is where you are involved. You get exclusives, hookups, all kinds of things of that nature. And Hannah tells dirty jokes. So go to patreon.com/themessaroundpod. That's patreon.com/themessaroundpod. Bye. The Mess Around is a HeadGum podcast created and hosted by Hannah Simone and Lamorne Morris. The show is produced by Wendy Heisler and engineered by Sam Rogich, with production support from Kyle Chevron and Ali Khan. Our executive producer is Anya Kanovskaya. Katie Moose is our VP of Content at HeadGum. Our theme music is by Ronald Jukebox Jackson. For more podcasts by HeadGum, visit headgum.com or wherever you listen to your favorite shows.
That was a HeadGum podcast.